Yo, what is happening? What's happening? Um, we've got the God is Good breakdown. I'm gonna play the video once through, so we know what we're breaking down, and then we're gonna get straight into it. The breakdown is in B flat, just bear in mind, but I am going to break it down in the key of C. So yeah, let's go. Your struggles keep you near the cross, and may your troubles show that you need God, and may your battles in the way they should, and may your days prove that God is good, and may your life prove that God is good. All right. So yeah, I'm now in the key of C. Alright, I've got a tool that's gonna help with this breakdown. It's called the number system. You might be familiar with it already, but just so you're not, I will go through it. So as we all know, the number system is equivalent to C, the letter system basically. So because we're in the key of C, C is the first note in the major scale of C. So C would become the 1. And then D will become the 2, E will become the 3, the F will become the 4, the G will become the 5, the A will become the 6, the B will become the 7, and the C will become the 1, or the 8, which will mean the higher octave. People say it differently, but essentially you have the 1 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. So we're gonna break down God is Good. So I will play it fairly slowly, so you guys can actually see how everything's put together. So it goes, may your struggles. Sorry. That's exactly what I played. So yeah, let's get into the breakdown. So, may your struggles. So I come in at struggles. May your struggles. What I do there is a 4/3, but here's how I voiced it. May your struggles. So the first note, you've got a 4 on your left, the 1. And the higher 4, M or F C F. You can see the notes on the MIDI screen. And then you have on your right hand you have the 6, you have the 3, and you have the higher 6. So that's the first chord. May your struggle. Next chord is struggles. So you've got the 3, you've got the 1, the 2 on your left. You have the 5, the 1, the 2, and the high 5 on your right hand. So those are the first 2 chords. May your struggles. So now for the next part of the song, we have a sequence. May your struggles keep you. So I'll do that slowly. So what I'm doing there, here's the first chord. You got the flat 2 on your left, and you have the 6 and the 3 on your right hand. And you'll notice from that sequence, to get to the next chord, I play a singular note. So this is the first chord. What I'm playing after this is the G or the 5 to take me to the next chord. So the first chord, flat 2 on your left, 6 and 3 on your right. To get to the next chord, you play the 5. So here's the next chord. You got the 2 on your left, you have the 6 on your right, and you have the 4 on your right. So you press the 5 to get to this chord. You press another singular note to get to the next chord. So yeah, you press, because let me just explain that. So you have first note. So you press the lower 5. The reason why you press the lower 5 is because the chord you're moving to is closer to the middle of the board, whereas the other one was further away from the middle of the board. So that's why you press the higher 4. Plus, it's more convenient in terms of fingering. So lower 5, and here's the next chord. You have the 7 on your left, the 5, and the 2, and then the next singular note you're playing is the 4, and then you're going to end that with the 1. So let's do that. Alright, so let's take that from the top. So that's the timing. So yeah, let's go to the next part of the song. So after you finish that sequence, so don't forget to press the flat 5. So after you press the flat 5, what I do is to get to the 5. So after you press the flat 5, the next chord is the 5. But before you get to the 5, I press the 3. Just before I get there, so it kind of fills in the gaps, really. So yeah, get to the 5. You can voice the 5 however you want. The important thing is make sure when you play the 5, the 2 is the highest note in that chord, because that's where the melody resides. You can imagine if you play the 5 like this, or you voice it like this, the melody gets lost within that chord, because the melody in this is the D, is right in the middle of the chord, so it gets lost. So just bear that in mind. So you can voice the 5 however you want, but the D must remain at the top. So the next passing chord I'm doing is this. So the first 2 notes that I play before I get to the actual chord is, so you have G and C, or 5 and 1, and then you have A and D, or the 6 and the 2. So you have the flat 5, you have the 7, and you have the 3. So when you play that on your right hand, what you're going to play on your left hand is so you're playing the D and you're playing the 6. So you're playing the 2 and the 6, sorry. So after that, you play the 5 again. So I do that little flick when I go to the 5. So these are the 3 notes. A on your left, F on your right, or 6 on your left, 4 on your right. You have the 1 on your left, and you have the 6 on your right, 7 on your left, and the 5 on your right. So those 3 together sounds like this. And if you notice, I'm still holding the D. So throughout that whole sequence of notes and chords, I'm holding the D because it gives it a nice dynamic feel to it. And also to make it sound better, you use your right hand to flick. So the left hand stays the same, but the right hand does something like this. So let me slow that down. So you have the 4, you flick from the 5 to the 6, and then when you're on the 6, you do something like this. So the flat 7, or the B flat, the A, G. So let's do that from where from the top of the sequence. And then the next part of the song is, the next part I keep it real simple. 4. So I'll do that slow. I'm sorry. So I do that sequence and I end on this note. When I play this note, I basically do what I did here, but on a lower octave. So it is a bit of a move, so you might have to be quick with it. And then I keep it real simple again. There's a 4/3. So
and may your troubles show that you need God, and may your battles in the way they shall cross, and may your troubles show that you need God, and may your battles in the way they shall.
okay. So where we rap. So I stop right here. So it's a normal. 2 octave, 2, higher 2. So yeah, that's how the movement goes. So the notes I'm doing there is the 6, the flat 7, and the 7. So after I do that, so this is the movement. So remember the 7-3, 7-3-6 I was talking about on my YouTube channel. This is it. So left hand starts on the D, right hand starts on the G flat or the flat 5 in the number, and all you're doing is going down chromatically. So you're going down by a semitone 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So when you get to the last note, you hit the A because it gives it a bit more of a dynamic or full chord feel. And then you press the whilst holding this chord, you play this melody. So you have the 7, 6, flat 6. Once you hit the flat 6 chord, which is the A flat, you play this chord. You have the 3, the 7, and the D. So from here, I play a passing chord to get to the 4. So my right hand, I'm starting with the 3, the 5, and the 1. So it's a normal inverted C chord. So I take everything up by a semitone. So I take everything up by a semitone. So which would be the 4, the flat 6, and the 5. And then this is my next chord, which is a 3, the A, which is a 6, and then the D, which is a 2. So those 3 chords is. And if you want to make it dynamic, you flick from the 5 to the 6 on the last chord. So what you're doing on your left hand is on the final chord, you're supporting that with a 1, and then you go to the 4, and this is how I voiced the 4. So you're playing the 4 chord, the 4 bass note, and then you're playing 1, 3, 6. So let's do that again. All right. So from here I do. So what I do there is, so first chord, 6, 2, 4, next chord, 6, 1, 3, and what I do is, so I tap the 6, so I tap the 6 first, and then I go to this chord, the 7 and the 2. So yeah. So 4, 3. So that little sequence is 4, 3 to get to the 6. So flat 5 on your left, D, E, A. So 2, 3, 6. Flat 6 on your left, 3, flat 5, 7, and the 6. So the 6 on your left, the 3, the 6, and the 1. So I'm playing flat 5 on my left, and on my left hand I'm playing the 2 and the 3, and I'm playing the 1 on my right. So the reason why I'm playing the C is because that's the melody that the singer would sing. So what I'm doing. So my right hand I'm doing. So whilst I play those sequence of notes, I'm actually supporting it with a chord. I'll do that again. So yeah. So, and then the next part after that, I follow what the singer's doing. So, I'll just give you that. So, 3, 1, 2, 1, 6, 5. So, so it's a 4-3, 4. So yeah. And then I do the same movement. So in this time I'm adding notes after I play. So the 1, 2, 6, and then so for the God is good, I play this. So I'm flicking from these 2 notes. So that's what I'm basically doing. So 3 on your left, 6 on your right. So you're flicking from here. So if you can see on the MIDI notes, I'm doing 3 on my left, 6 on my right, 4 on my left, flat 7 on my right, flat 5 on my left, 7 on my right, and then I'm walking it back down. But I'm just doing it really quick. So so as soon as I play this, because I'm using my both hands to play this, as soon as I'm done playing, I hit the 2 on the lower octave. So yeah, just like that. So after that, I go to the 7. You can voice that however you want, but this is how I voice it. So 7 on your left, 5 on your right. No, 7 on your left, 5 on your left, and 6 on your left. And you have the 2 on your right and the 7. So, and then what I do to end the sequence is so I'm holding the 1 on my right hand, just like I did with the other one. I'm holding the 1 on my right hand because it adds some dynamic. So here's the sequence. Alright, so we're starting off here. 6 on your left, 4 on your right. The next chord is 1 on your left, 6 on your right. The next chord is the 7 on your left, 5 on your right. So 1. We're back to the A on the left, the 6 on the left, the 4 on the right, the 4 on your left, and the 2 on your right. And this is where we end it. The 5 on your left and the 3 on your right. So when I play the last 2 notes, I hit the lower C to give a bit more feel. So this is the last bit of the song. There you have it. That's God is Good breakdown. Breakdown of the TikTok video that I did in the key of C. Appreciate you. Until the next time.